of the starting 9, hitting better than .400. And Jada Coleman's going to lead things off, the center fielder. Katie Brooks, the freshman, starts her off with a strike.
Wonder what goes inside of Katie Brooks' head when you're facing the #1 team, just a freshman. But again, this is a KU squad that is young, but they've had experience.
Just outside. Les, what can she gain from the approach that was taken yesterday by Casey Hamilton against this potent Sooner lineup?
She could gain a lot. Hamilton yesterday was outstanding, working both sides of the plate. She was not intimidated. Her changeup worked really well, so I'm sure she was paying close attention. But the key is to be mentally strong. Don't let that #1 offense, that #1 team in the country, all the hype that is actually, it's real. The hype is real. Oklahoma's the real deal, but she can be the real deal today too. Just stay within your game, follow the scouting report, work both sides of the dish. Play your win. The wind's galing out to right field today. So these lefties, you want to work outside, come hard into the righties, and just do your thing.
1-2 pitch taken right into center field. Macy Omley, one of the seniors, there to grab it. There's one down.
Senior Macy Omley, saw her yesterday doing such a great job of balls hit right at her. It's the toughest ball to read, is that one that's hit right at you. But she's done a magnificent job playing center field for the Jayhawks, getting good jumps, staying still. The first jump at a ball right at you is the non-move. You got to wait and see what it does, but she's been right on top of it the whole way.
Here's Jocelyn Allo, the home run queen. Looks at the pitch inside, 1-0. Les, I thought she showed tremendous patience yesterday. She's a home run hitter, yeah, but she's just a flat good hitter. And I think we saw that yesterday.
We did, and I was talking with their hitting coach, JT Gasso, pregame today, and he was talking about how when he came to the organization, he came to Oklahoma in 2016, it wasn't about what you hear and see a lot in baseball or softball, launch angle or mechanical changes or this and that. It was keep it simple and just hit the ball hard. That way you're not trying to hit home runs. You're just trying to hit the ball hard and use the whole field.
3-0 now to Allo.
We saw him taking their walks. We saw him going with pitches. Tiara Jennings hit that home run down the right field line. She has a lot of home runs, but that pitch was outside. She just went with it and put a hard swing on the ball, and it left in a hurry. And so, again, we saw a lot of hard balls hit, even though we only saw one home run.
Takes on 3-0 and draws the walk. So here's Tiara Jennings, the second baseman. Gave Oklahoma a 2-0 lead early yesterday, and the Sooners didn't look back. Inside from Brooks, 1-0.
And it's not even just hitting the ball hard where it's pitched, it's good discipline. You know, a 3-1 count, if you're a good hitter, you have a high average, a lot of home runs. I want to hit. I'm having a good season. I just want to hit, but they'll take their walks. They'll let the game come to them.
Inside again to Jennings, 2-0.
And that takes a team mindset as well. I mean, if I'm not going to get it, I'll take my walk, I'll take my singles, I'll take my doubles, I'll take what the pitcher's given me, and then the person behind me. I mean, you said it. 5 of these 9 are over 400. 9 of 10 are over 300. And there's almost 10 that are hitting 300 or above. And so you don't have to just heap everything, all the power, all the RBIs on yourself if you're having a good season, because the girl behind you is having a good season, and the girl behind her is having a good season. And so that team mindset on the offensive side is going to allow you to get runs in bunches because you're getting on base any way you can.
2-0 pitch. This one's a strike from Katie Brooks. 4 of these Oklahoma players are top 25 finalists in the Player of the Year. So that gives you just a little thought how deep this lineup is and how good it is. 2-1 now. Outside, 3-1.
We've seen discipline in yesterday's game and in today's game by both teams, but I just know as a former baseball player, even at the highest level, I'd get a little bit too antsy. If it's an inch offside, I'm probably swinging at it.
Taking it into right field. That one's going to find the wall. Jennings holds it first. Allo goes to third, and it's runners at the corners now for Oklahoma.
Well, like in the first inning yesterday, we see Tiare Jennings going with the pitch. Pitch right on the outside corner, it looked like, just right outside outer half, and she just goes with it and hits a laser beam line drive. Lyric Moore, the right fielder for the Jayhawks, does a fantastic job playing this. One hopper right off the wall, gets it in real quick to the cutoff man, limiting Tiare Jennings to a single versus a double.
So the number 4 hitter now, Grace Lyons, the shortstop, facing Katie Brooks. Inside, that one gets past Gayer. Allo will score, and the Sooners strike first.
And this pitch just looked a little bit to a point where just inside, maybe catchable. Hard to see, hard to tell which one that was, but regardless, runner on third, you want to be really tight, both from the circle and behind the plate.
Jennings moved up to second base on the play. So still in scoring positions for Grace Lyons.
This is what Oklahoma will do to you. You know, there's that intimidation factor when they come into a campus and play against a team you haven't maybe seen all season, or obviously there's a marked difference offensively and record-wise between these two teams, but they'll jump on you early and they'll take advantage of every chance you give them. So you really have to make sure you limit those opportunities.
Brooks misses there. 2-1. There's a strike. 2-2.
It's a good spot right there.
Yeah, you see the numbers and you read the stories, and you think that this home run hitting team is going to be a bunch of free swingers, and I was really impressed with their patience and, as you said, discipline on Friday. 2-2 pitch. Off the glove of Brooks, and Lyons is going to be safe at first.
Well, this is a difficult play by Katie Brooks. We saw a lot of pitchers get involved in yesterday's game, but her momentum was carrying off to the left a little bit, and it trickled just enough between the pitcher and the shortstop, Ashlyn Anderson, to be able to get safely, and there was a base open, so Tiare Jennings didn't have to go anywhere, so they got 2 on with only 1 out.
Sabrito steps in. Left fielder. Takes it inside. She was on base 3 times yesterday. 2 walks, an error. Struck out once.
If you were talking about the home runs, and you know, I remember George Brett once told me, I know it's baseball, but he told me, and I completely changed my approach to thinking. He said, quit trying to hit the ball far and hit the ball hard, because if you hit the ball hard, it's going to go far.
Square to bunt, runner goes. Good throw from Garrett, but the aggressive slide by Jennings helps free that ball, and it's runners at second and third.
Now this looked like a design play. It's a fake bunt. She's putting her bat out there to try to distract Shelby Garrett. Would have been a very, very close play, but like you said, that aggressive slide going into third knocked the ball loose. Another second and third with only 1 out. Oklahoma's knocking on the door again.
1-1 count. Hit hard down the left field line, but foul.
After George Brett told me that, hit the ball hard, not far, not only did my average go up, my mechanics got better, I stayed on the ball, I was able to go to the opposite field better, and my home run totals went up. And so JT Gasso, the hitting coach, is simply just teaching his girls, hit the ball hard, everything's going to come.
Hornbuckle underneath that one, grabs it, and they're 2 away.
This is a big out here for the Jayhawks. Katie Brooks getting Alyssa Brito to hit one off the end of the bat. She's located that outside corner very well so far in this first inning. And boy, if she could get out of this with only 1 run and limit the damage, That would be a big vote of confidence for the Jayhawks.
Here's Taylon Snow for Oklahoma. Outside, 1-0. Snow drove in a run on Friday. Foul back, 1-1.
I don't know if you could see that, Lee. If that ball should have been up on the concourse, and just as it got over the stands, you could see that strong wind blowing out to right field, which pushed it back only halfway up the stands. So it's going to be a factor anywhere from center field to right field today.
Foul back, 1-2.
In the last couple series and games that we've done, the wind's been blowing out hard to left, and so balls down the right field line that were foul were blowing back in. Now it's going to be the opposite. If there's anything that goes down the left field line up in the air, it's got a chance to push it back into fair territory, but you've got a great left fielder in Shayna Espy out there.
Up high from Brooks, 2-2.
And the good thing about Shayna Espy in left field is she's a lefty, so her glove side is actually toward the line. So if a ball goes in, that gives her slight advantage where she doesn't have to reach across her body.
Outside, full count now.
For Katie Brooks here, you don't want to just come down the middle. You got a base open. You throw your best pitch on a corner, maybe a changeup, just something off balance, but you don't want to just throw a fastball down the middle here.
Jana Johns on deck. 3-2 pitch. They'll do it again.
Fought that off well. But that's exactly where Katie Brooks needs to throw it, at least to this hitter. Play to your situation. You got a base open. You don't want to give in and have these 2 runs score. I mean, you want to make them earn it, but yet when you have a base open, play to the situation and make your best pitch on a corner.
KU crowd wanted a strike there, but it's called a ball. That'll load the bases for Oklahoma.
Gotta love the hometown fans. That ball was definitely down. It looked like it was under the knees. It was a great pitch by Katie Brooks, but also a good eye by Taylon Snow. It did look down, and she has a base open, so now you got to go back to work with a fresh count. Third baseman Jana Johns.
Starts her off with a strike. Two outs, bases loaded for Katie Brooks. She looks in. Outside, 1-1. Les, we are just the top of the first inning, but you get the feeling this is a very, very big batter for Katie Brooks.
You're right. This is all about momentum. It's all about how you come out. It's all about how the Jayhawk defense and Katie Brooks, can they hold them to 1 run? Because the 1 run scored by a wild pitch. It wasn't like there was a big home run.
Hit hard to third. Madison Hirsch there to gather it and get the out. The Sooners leave them loaded. They're facing Hope Troutwine in the circle for Oklahoma. Unless we're trying to do the math here on Hope Troutwine, it is .10 earned run average. I tried to carry that out just to see if it was rounded up or down, and it's not. It's .101499 if you want to do the full math. She has given up 1 earned run, wow, this season. That was back against Long Beach State on February 25th.
How dare she give up that 1 earned run in the season? Opponents are hitting .103 against her. That's pretty good.
Saw Jordy Ball on Friday, who's having a fantastic season. Espy takes this one into short left field. Coleman has to come on and take it and makes the play. There's the wind you were talking about, Les.
Yeah, that's right. It looked like it was going to be a pop up to short. Then it looked like it was going to drop behind her, and that wind just kept pushing the ball, pushing the ball, pushing the ball. Jada Coleman never gave up on it, coming in the whole way. Who's got it? You got it? Nope, I'll take it. And then she makes a great running catch, kind of falling into a dive. But regardless, a great play. The wind can create havoc here in the outfield. So all 6 outfielders in this game are going to have to be on their toes every single pitch.
is Ashlyn Anderson for Kansas. Having a great season. Better than 300. 14 doubles, best in the Big 12. And she's up in the count 2-0.
It's amazing statistically when your number 3 pitcher, statistically as far as ERA, your number 3 pitcher is 20-1 with an 0.9 whatever earned run average.
Anderson takes a strike, 2-1.
Yes, it's tough when, as a coach, when your staff, your top 3 are 12-0, 11-0, and 20-1.
It's a great combination of fantastic hitting and great pitching, isn't it?
It really is. But Ashlyn Anderson having a good at bat right here with a 3-1 count. Zoning in. We've seen the Jayhawk hitters all day yesterday, even against Jordy Ball, as good as she is, and now the start here. A good discipline at the plate.
Good pitch from Troutwine. It's full now, 3-2. Hope has only given up 19 walks all season. Towards center field. Coleman calls for it and makes the play. 2 away.
That play was a little bit easier than the last one for Jada Coleman out in center field. More of a routine ball. It's routine from here, but we know that as that ball is hit, she played that to the left of the ball, knowing that that wind is going to push it back into you.
Here's the right fielder, Lyric Moore. Just over Jennings at second base, and Moore with a base hit. One of only 3 Jayhawks to reach base yesterday.
They've got good speed. It came inside. She fought that off really well. Did a good job of staying inside with her hands, and a little jam shot of forcing that line drive out into right center field. She's got some good strength. Now she's also got good speed on base here. And then Olivia Bruno now up, who hit a hard double yesterday.
Inside to Bruno, who doubled in the 7th inning.
Isn't it interesting how there's 1 or 2 little nuances of umpire? Each day, a different umpire gives you a little bit different of a zone. And as a pitcher and as a hitter, you have to adjust to the umpire's zone.
Bruno reaches out and spoils that one, 1-1.
First game, you might get the outside corner. Second game, different umpire, you might just get the inside corner. You never know, and every umpire positions themselves differently and stands differently. But regardless of that, we've seen some excellent officiating out here. Very consistent.
Fouled away again by Bruno, 1-2. Did you change your approach knowing who was behind the plate as a hitter?
Well, you better, because if you end up getting frustrated, then now you're breaking down mentally. And so you still have to let the game come to you and be disciplined. But if an umpire's calling a certain pitch, whether it's your pitch or not, until you have 2 strikes, you can take it. But once you do, you got to hit what they're calling.
2-2 now to Olivia Bruno.
See Hope Troutwine working Olivia Bruno away, and then trying to come hard back in. But the way the wind's blowing, if Olivia Bruno gets something up in that jet stream out to right field, it will take nothing for her to get the ball out of here.
Jam shot. Jennings there to grab it. The Jayhawks leave 1 aboard. Top of the 2nd, Kinsey Hansen, the catcher, will lead things off for the Sooners. Oklahoma with 1 run across in the 1st. Facing freshman Katie Brooks in the circle. Inside.
You know your team's pretty good when your number 8 hitter was on the College World Series All-Tournament team last year when they won it. second-team All-American. Like as a pitcher, you don't get a break in this lineup.
Hit hard. Right to Madison Hirsch. One away.
Been so impressed by both of these teams. Both KU last weekend and then this weekend against Oklahoma. Just the hard hit balls, the way they can turn on it, and then solid defense. We can't say enough about how good the defense has been on both sides.
Strike to Riley Boone, the right fielder.
And those line drives might seem like they're just routine. Well, you got a glove, you're standing right there, but you don't realize until you're down there just how close that is and how your reflexes and your concentration's got to be locked in at all times.
I'm not sure there is such a thing as a routine line drive in this game, is there?
No. I mean, last inning, okay, those you hit it off the end of the bat. There's the soft ones, but those can be deceiving as well. But the way the ball moves off the bat, the wind, everything, it's just you have to be locked in every single pitch.
Right back to Brooks, flips over to Bruno, and they're 2 away.
We've been even talking about the pitchers. I mean, we saw the pitchers get involved so much yesterday in the game on defense, and today already we saw one. It was ruled a hit that Katie Brooks kind of knocked down, and then right there, having the quick reflexes, and bases are short, runners are quick, so you got to get rid of it real quick. And that's the difference here from softball to baseball. Everything happens so fast all the time. It's such a fast game, and it's just so fun to watch.
We really saw Jordy Ball field her position well inside the circle yesterday, didn't we?
We did. Saw Casey Hamilton doing the same thing.
Yeah. Jada Coleman, the leadoff hitter, flew out to center her first time up. Up high, 2-1. Jocelyn Allo is on deck.
So right now as a pitcher, Katie Brooks wants to go after Jada Coleman. If you have to face Jocelyn Allo, you want to be facing her with nobody on base.
This is upstairs, 3-1.
As a pitcher here, you got to come at her, but as a hitter, still have to be disciplined and not just automatically free swing at something that's not a strike.
She takes it and draws a walk. Third walk issued by Katie Brooks. And here's Allo. 22 home runs, 52 driven in this season. Down low, 1-0.
One of these days, Jocelyn Allo, when she's done playing, is going to look back as the home run queen, and I'm sure simply thought and put, boy, that was fun. And all those home runs and RBIs and total bases, extra base hits.
Takes a strike there, 1-1. What a career she's had. Both as an individual and, of course, with the team. 1-2 now. Katie Brooks ahead in the count.
That's what you get with a sellout. You get complaining on both sides, and both these Jayhawk and Sooner fans are really passionate about their team.
Allo pounds that one to center field, deep and gone. The home run queen is at it again. A 2-run shot.
But we knew it was just a matter of time. This wind blowing out to right and the home run queen up to bat. Jada Coleman drawing the walk. It's a little more insurance on the board, but she went down and got that a little bit. She was not gonna take with 2 strikes any chances right there, and that wasn't even one of her hard hit balls. But again, just her raw power, just getting it up into that wind blowing out to right. As soon as she hit it, I think we all knew that it was gone. And home run queen, entertaining and giving the crowd, at least half of the crowd, what they came out to see.
As we said yesterday, her favorite count for the home run, or at least the most home runs, have come on an 0-0 count. First pitch, home runs, 22. Her next favorite count, 3-2. 15 home runs now.
Wow. If I'm hitting that many home runs, I think I mentioned it yesterday, my favorite count is yes or any. Either answer would work.
Are you throwing it to me?
Yeah. If it's yellow and I can see it, it's my favorite one to swing at in the zone.
Yara Jennings, who singled in the first, hit the lone Sooner homer in Friday's game. Upstairs 2-0. Just one Oklahoma home run on Friday, which is a rarity. 9 times this season they have had back-to-back home runs. 18 times this season they've had a player hit 2 home runs in a game.
Wow.
Brooks with a strike, 2-1.
Well, this is a bounce back at bat right here for Katie Brooks. This is where you have to be mentally tough, not let it get into your head. Still early in the game.
Second base, Hornbuckle is on it. The Jayhawks get out of. Jocelyn Allo with the 2-run shot. Gives Oklahoma a 3-0 lead here in Lawrence as the Jayhawks going to bat in the bottom of the second. Savannah DeRoche will lead things off for Kansas. Had one of the 2 Kansas base hits on Friday. Great effort from Devin Snow. Makes the out. What a play.
Well, it's one of the reasons why we opened today with looking at the defense. This little jam shot looked like the wind was going to maybe drift it. A little more foul, but a great play by Taylon Snow over at first base. Full out dive. Didn't even catch that completely in the webbing. Laying out, sacrificing her body. Outstanding play.
That's Shelby Gayer for Kansas, who looks at a strike.
Gotta love that as a pitcher too. Instead of that being a strike, your defense makes an incredible play and gets an out for you.
Well, I was just going to ask you, what gives a pitcher more confidence? When you see the defense that's being played behind you, or you see that offense that's on the bench ready to hit in the top of the next inning?
Well, as far as the workload goes, it makes you feel good more on the defensive plays. But as far as just you being able to now just relax and pitch your game, it's the offense. So it relaxes you both ways, but it has a little bit of a different feel for each one. But either way, it's going to build your confidence.
1-2 now to Gayer. One of 3 Jayhawk seniors honored today. Madison Hirsch, Cheyenne Hornbuckle in the lineup as well. 1-2 pitch from Hope Troutwine. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Troutwine.
Well, this is actually smart pitching by Troutwine. Going up in the zone, she saw Shelby Gayer pitch before that. Check swing, not seeing the ball very well in the rise ball, so smartly she went back upstairs. And when you have hitters that are swinging and missing eye level, you're trying to change the eye level, but you keep tapping into that until they refuse to swing at it.
Popped up. Hanson there to grab it. And the Jayhawks go 3 up, 3 down. Grace Lyons leads things off for Oklahoma here in the top of the third. Sooners leading 3-0. 1 in the first. Yellow home run in the second. That's going to fall in front of Lyric Moore. Base hit for Grace Lyons, her second of the day.
We've seen just the 2+ innings here. We've seen a home run to right center. We've seen a hard line drive to the left side, a couple of them. We've seen a laser off the right center field wall, and now Grace Lyons just hitting something hard the other way. JT Gasso before the game, we got a chance to talk about hitting, just him and I, and just talked about their job is just to hit the ball hard. Hit it hard where it's pitched. Don't try to do too much. Don't get too involved. Don't let your brain turn on. Get a hittable pitch and go with it. Just hit it hard, head down, and it's just what they do. Just keep coming at you.
1-0 now to Alyssa Brito. Swing and a miss, runner goes. Throw from Gers just to the third base side. So stolen base for Lyons. Like she had to throw around the bat too.
Yeah, a little bit. She was definitely just to cause a little bit of a distraction right there, because it's not a pitch that most likely Alyssa Brito is probably going to swing at, especially early in the count. But it was just enough that Shelby Geyer threw to the wrong side of the base because she had to rush. That's all you're trying to do, is just disrupt the catcher just a little bit. Good throw, might have had her. Didn't get the best jump, but it was just enough to get the throw on the wrong side of the base. We've seen her do a great job all weekend, though. They've got good catching on this KU team. Boy, they're going to miss the senior.
Such a leader for Kansas behind the plate. Hit hard. Anderson able to knock it down. They'll keep the runner at second, but 2 on, nobody out now for Oklahoma.
Another ball hit hard by Alyssa Brito, but again, Ashton Anderson, such a fabulous shortstop, going hard to her right, just knocking it down, even though it's going to be a base hit. But by just knocking that down, now you keep the force in play instead of a first and third. It's like every time a ball's hit in play, we're seeing a highlight, no matter who's on defense.
Speaking of highlights, Taylon Snow steps in now. A sensational play at first base.
This is oftentimes that situation where you've got a runner on second base, first and second, with the force left-handed hitter up. These left-handed hitters in Division I softball are just so good at, you're just slapping something on the ground or just massaging something out into short left field.
Hit hard. Hornbuckle over to first. Snow does her job as the runners advance 1 down.
She does. If you pull a hard ball here, like she did, the shortstop, Ashton Anderson's having to cover third base, so she's too far to get any kind of force right there. So that's almost as good as a sacrifice bunt. Both runners move up. Now you got 1 out, but runners on second and third in scoring position.
This is Jana Johns. Grounded out to third in the first. Brooks starts her off with a strike, 0-1. I got a piece of her. So bases loaded now for Kinzie Hansen.
A little bit too far in, and again, we've seen hitters on both sides. In softball, you don't have time to bail out of the way. With the pitching rubber being so close, it's either going to hit you or it's not. It's a little bit tougher on the pitcher to work that inside corner.
Kinzie Hansen looks at one outside, lined out to Madison Hirsch in the second inning.
Difficult situation for the Jayhawks here in Katie Brooks, because a big hit right here breaks this thing wide open. 3-0, still within reach.
Inside, 2-0.
See the look on her face. She's a little frustrated not getting that call.
Hit hard down the third base line, but foul. Madison Hirsch diving after that one. Pretty tight to the line, yeah.
Yeah, that was tight to the line. Doing a great job there, getting dirty. Again, the reflexes of these athletes, it's amazing to me. I mean, baseball, everything is so spread out. This infield is so small, and they're just on it.
2-1 pitch. Strike called, 2-2.
That outside corner pitch, if she can live out there and paint that corner and stay away from a big inning right here.
On the ground, Hornbuckle makes the tag and the throw. Out, or did she get the tag? I think the umpire showed the safe sign. So maybe the runner just missed.
Immediately, he's behind her. And this might give us a better look right here. It looked like she got the jersey. Now, what about out of baseline? Because that looks like it's pretty far. She's literally 20 feet.
Runner is out. So a big play by Cheyenne Horn. Cheyenne Hornbuckle will lead things off, making the defensive play of the day so far for the Jayhawks. A ground ball tag and then a throw to first to get Kansas out of the jam in the top of the third. Hornbuckle, the senior, 1 of 3 celebrated. Introduced before the game, and they'll be honored afterwards as well. Up in the count 2-0 against Hope Troutwine. Strike called.
You can tell Cheyenne Hornbuckle's a gamer. Just watch her smacking her shoes. Talked yesterday about Jordy Ball and the look on her face, and she was just locked in. The gamesmanship and just intense that you get out of Cheyenne Hornbuckle too.
Foul back. 2-2. All the young softball players in the stands all weekend long. There's a big softball tournament going on here in Lawrence. Taking the opportunity to see some great softball at the highest level here. 2-2 pitch. Did she hold back? Yes, full count now.
It's great to see these young softball players out here watching the very, very best on both sides. You get to see the #1 team in the nation, but then also even these Jayhawks, just the way they go about their business, how hard they work, how talented they are, especially if they're a local team, a local tournament in town.
Hornbuckle draws the rare walk from Troutwine.
It's a great at bat too. She checked a lot of her swings, but checked it enough. And you see her concentration level locked in. I always want those seniors to have a great day, and they're playing their last few games of their career, most likely.
Just the 20th walk this year, and better than 70 innings for Hope Troutwine. Strike called on Macy Omley.
When you hardly ever walk somebody, what do you think she feels when she finally does walk someone?
Wait a minute, there's somebody at first?
Wait, what?
Even rarer still is to see that person come all the way across and score, right?
What does a force at second mean?
Omley draws back, 1-1. Hope Troutwine, transferred from North Texas, Conference USA Pitcher of the Year last year. career leader at North Texas in ERA, wins, saves, lowest opponent batting average, and strikeouts. What a career she had, and continues now at Oklahoma. Outside. 2-1. That one misses as well. Now it's 3-1.
So we talk about the rare walk by Hope Troutwine. Now we might see a rare back-to-back.
Conley lays down a good bunt. Johns makes the play. Job done. Runner goes to second.
Macy Omley drops down a perfect sacrifice bunt. See, that ball just drops down. And even though she crossed her leg over, you young ladies that are watching that, she bunted the ball before. Bunted the ball before she took off running. There you can see the hustle of Cheyenne Hornbuckle. But bunt the ball in a sacrifice situation. Bunt the ball, get it down, use your good mechanics, and then take off running. You're not trying to get a hit there. If you do and you beat it, that's just a bonus.
Down low to Shayna Espy, who flew out to center field in the first inning. Strike on the outside, 1-1.
How big would it be for KU after getting shut out yesterday against a team that shuts almost everybody they compete against out to be able to get on the board? What a confidence builder that would be.
Let's be able to hold back 2-1. Good pitch from Troutwine right on the outside corner, 2-2.
Jayhawk faithful aren't too happy with that call, but it's right there on the corner. Been calling it so far the whole game.
Two-two pitch. Foul back. Into center field. Coleman on it. Quickly gets it back to the infield, and they're 2 down.
Great piece of hitting. If that's 15 feet either way, she might have an extra base hit out of that. Great swing by Shayna Espy. Just hit a line drive right at Jada Coleman.
So here's Ashlyn Anderson, who flew out to Coleman in the first. 2 down. Runner at second. That one gets away. We'll send Hornbuckle to third.
The Jayhawks are thinking, why couldn't this pitch have happened during Espy's at bats? And now you get a runner at third with 1 out versus 2. This could be a big hit for Ashlyn Anderson and the Jayhawks right here if she can somehow find a way.
Oh, right at Jennings. Hard luck for the Jayhawks.
Had the bases loaded with 2 outs, and Gina Johns grounded out to a force at third.
Swinging away. Hornbuckle was there, 1 down.
In last inning, the bases loaded double play. Kinsey Hansen hit into, so she's done a good job. There's definitely been two 2 of the first 3 innings, there were some pressure situations that Katie Brooks pitched herself out of, and defense helped her a little bit. And getting an out on the first pitch is bonus as well.
Jada Coleman comes to the plate for the 3rd time. Fly out in the first. She walked and scored a run in the second on the Allo home run. Coleman coming into this game had a .612 on base percentage, 2nd best in the NCAA.
I was going to say, is that good? I think that's pretty good.
Good eye there, 3-0. Looks at one low, and Coleman's on for the 2nd time.
This is what happened in the 2nd inning. You're going to face Jocelyn Allo. You want to face her with nobody on base. And Jada Coleman again getting on in front of her. Be real careful here.
Allo with that home run in the 2nd inning. At a 3-0 Oklahoma, and that's where we stand. Brooks comes inside, 1-0.
Allo's power, that's where you're going to have to beat her. Maybe something on a changeup, but you don't want to work middle away, especially with her power and this wind.
Unless we were talking about that home run, you said you didn't even think she really got all of it.
No, she's just so strong. She went down and got it. It was a good piece of hitting, of staying on the ball and letting her hands work. But yeah, it took a while to get out of here for it only being 220 to center field. The wind obviously pushed it out of here. May have been a home run anyway. Maybe it would have been close, but that's not her best bolt, to say the least.
3-0 now.
And you can see right there, coach just waved her left hand like, you're hitting. You have a green light right here. Don't take a pitch. If you like it, nail it.
Well, apparently didn't like that one, but it's 3-1.
Yeah, a little bit low.
You're just looking for something there, right? You're thinking a pitch.
Something you can drive. I mean, if you like it, if it's, you know, if she likes the higher pitch, there's a pretty good chance she's going to take the low strike, but you still have 2 to work with. 3-1, still hitters count.
Looks at strike 2. We're full now, 3-2.
But didn't you say that, was it 16 of her home runs or 15 of her home runs were with a 3-2 count?
Right.
She's just setting us up.
She likes those first pitch home runs. 3-2 pitch. Is off that one and draws a walk. 2 straight walks now. The Sooners have 2 aboard with 1 down. Tiare Jennings was singled in the first, grounded out in the second, but she hit the home run Friday night. They got it started for Oklahoma. Jennings with 19 home runs. To Allo's now 23. On the ground. And past Anderson. The Sooners will hold. And there'll be bases loaded with 1 down.
Regardless of how you look at this, anytime a shortstop has to go to their right side and the ball stays down, it's going to be tough. If she scooped it up, she might have had a play at third base. You could see there that Jada Coleman even thought that she was going to pick this. She was going to pick that ball and probably have a play at third base, but just snuck underneath the glove of shortstop Ashlyn Anderson. Now another chance here for Oklahoma to bust this thing wide open. 3-0, still within reach. Last inning, they had the bases loaded and got a double play to get out of it. Grace Lyons has got 2 hits and 2 at bats, so you come up with a strikeout or some kind of good defensive play to limit some damage here.
Bases loaded, 1 down. Lyons, the number 4 hitter. Looks to a strike. Swings inside.
It was an aggressive swing by Grace Lyons. She was not thinking about a single. As soon as that ball came inside, she opened her front hip and she took a swing.
That was your thinking about hitting it far, right?
Yeah, forget about the flags on that one. If she connects and keeps it fair, I think the bus out there across the street might have been in jeopardy.
0-2. Into center field. Omley makes the catch. Runner tags. As soon as you're up 4-0.
A good piece of hitting by Lyons. It was an outside pitch after coming inside. Grace Lyons just sticks her hands out and lifts the fly ball for a sac fly. Jocelyn Allo tagging up from third as well. So if you can get out of this with 1 run, that's still considered limited damage. You'll trade an out for a run right there when you have bases loaded and less than 2 outs.
Sabrito now singled in the 3rd. Popped up the hornbuckle in the 1st. Swing and a miss.
Another hard swing on an inside fastball. Flags be darned today.
I think these Oklahoma hitters even look at the flags. There's enough power there to put it out probably from almost anywhere in here, isn't there?
When their team home run total it's not high just because there's a lot of wind-blown home runs. I mean, there's power up and down this lineup 1 through 9. Just because the wind's blowing out to right doesn't mean that someone can't hit a line drive out of here in the left field either. So they're thinking about just driving the ball at a pitch that they like. But for me, I liked middle in. If you throw it middle in, pretty good chance I'm going to swing at it. And I'm not thinking keep it fair. I'm not thinking I'm only going to swing at it if the wind's blowing out to left. It's my pitch. I'm swinging.
0-2 goes outside. Runner goes. Throw. Gets past Anderson at short. That'll bring home a run.
Well, again, another design play. You're looking at a rundown situation there to see if they can sneak a run. Well designed just off the plate. Shelby Gear ends up again. She checked the runner but didn't get her shoulders square to make a good throw, and so that ball just went straight down into the dirt on the third base side of second.
Brito able to hold off on that one. 1-2.
Looks like it'll be an error in the catcher.
Too far inside. Brito takes one on the arm.
Sounded like it hit like a pad or the knob of the bat. Maybe it got her arm. Hard to tell, but she didn't act like it hurt.
So 2 on for Taylon Snow with 2 down. Into right, Lyric Moore. To the wall. 2 runs will score. Snow heading to third. And Oklahoma leads 7-0.
This is definitely going to be a hit. It's either going to be a single and an RBI or a single and a 2-base error. It's a tough read. You can tell right fielder Lyric Moore wasn't sure what to do here, but the ball short hopped right in front of her and skipped past off the wall. 2 runs end up scoring on the play. Looks like it's going to go as a triple. That's definitely a difficult play, too, by Lyric Moore, because, again, the ball's hit right at you. The wind is normally that ball would have dropped in front of her for a clean six.
Jenna Johns stepping to the plate with 2 down. Still runner at third. Johns was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. That one got it inside, and it hit her as well.
You can't blame her for trying to come inside. Looked like it might have just nicked her jersey. But I like it. Savannah DeRoche coming in, trying to instantly attack that inside part. She's getting after it, and that's the mindset you have to have. They're down 7-0 with runners on and 2 outs, but you have to pitch like it's 0-0. You have to be able to compete. This game is not over.
So we'll see Lindsey Elam now as a pinch hitter. Gare on that one quickly as it just scooted by. Runners stay.
See Jana Johns at first base. It was anytime a ball goes right behind the catcher and you can't see it, you're just not sure. And you don't want to make the 3rd out trying to take an extra base at second when you can't see the ball.
And fouls it back.
Another vicious swing. Lindsey Elam coming out of her shoes on that swing. She got a pitch that she liked and did not get cheated.
And pick up a little more steam as the Jayhawks adjust their visors. One the count. Inside for a strike, 1-2.
Good pitch by DeRoche. Just working that inside corner.
Elam got a swing on that one, didn't she?
She did.
She had that 45 degrees left.
Without the wind, it might have gone 350, but with the wind, it might have gone 250. But regardless, she did not get cheated. That last pitch that was inside, she didn't like the strike called. She wasn't going to take a chance on the next one.
One, two, stays alive. Inside, 2-2.
She located the horizontal well, but couldn't get the vertical. Just a little bit down. Good take by Lindsey Elam.
Runners at the corners, 2 down. Good battle here between Elam and DeRoche. Hit hard to left. Hooking. Oh, nice try from Shayna Espy, who was battling the wall as that ball tailed into foul territory.
Well, she'll tell you she should have caught that, but listen, Shayna Espy had to run a long way, and we've seen she has proven what a great outfielder she is. Looked like maybe that wind pushed it back and got her on the heel of the glove a little bit. Tough break there.
2-2 pitch. Runner does not come home, but advances to second. So 2 in scoring position now with a full count and 2 down.
You said it, Leaf. This really has been a great battle. This is an epic confrontation.
DeRoche delivers. Hit hard, right at Madison Hirsch. Bottom of the fourth, Lyric Moore, Olivia Bruno, Savannah DeRoche. Moore hits it hard. Grace Lyons is there, one down. We talked about the defense before the game started. Sooners continue to put on a show. Taylon Snow with a great diving catch at first base. Lyons makes it look so easy at short.
I watch a lot of softball. There's been a lot on TV lately as well, and I'll even watch just to prepare for these games. But you see a lot of great athletes and a lot of great shortstops, but I'd be hard pressed to find one better than Grace Lyons.
And combine her bat and her fielding. One of the best in the country.
We've seen Ashley Anderson for the Jayhawks.
Yep.
She's shown some pretty slick glove work as well.
2-0 count now to Olivia Bruno. Make it 3-0. Already seen one rare walk from Hope Troutwine.
Like Coach McFalls is giving her the take sign here, if I read it correctly.
Inside strike, 3-1.
What's the signal for hit one onto the gray building in right center?
How about right back up the middle?
Right back up the middle. That's just how strong Olivia Bruno is too. We talked last series we did here against North Texas how simple, even for a power hitter, it's just so simple. She's just real short, clears her hips. You can see she did a good job getting inside the ball. That ball had some left to right spin on it. Started to the left of the pitcher, ended up landing to the right side of second base if you're looking here from behind home plate. So very strong, great piece of hitting by Olivia Bruno.
So Peyton Renzi out of Blue Valley Southwest will run at first base for Bruno. Les, is there any better, take away the home run, so the home run's got to be the best swing, obviously, for a hitter, but is there any better feeling than taking one right back up the middle, a line drive to center field?
There's not. There's really not, because you know you squared it, and to be able to do that, you have to really keep your head still. You see the bat on the ball really well. It really is a good feeling to know that you just popped it right back up the box and hit it hard, where you're doing everything right. Your timing is perfect. You're using the pitcher's speed against them.
I'm taking the one off the gray building out of the conversation.
Right, yeah, if that's in there, then that's obvious. I've never hit one on top of any gray buildings. I've had my share of some pretty long home runs, but those were so rare. I want to be the one that comes back up the box. So you see pitching coach Jennifer Rocha.
I think I remember Bruno hitting that wall pretty high up in high school. Did we call that game?
We did call that game together, and it was a no-doubter when it left the bat. It just had that sound on it, like the ball had exploded on contact, and you could hear it hit off that brick too. It wasn't just a floater out there. She hit it on a line. Just the kind of power she has. And again, big power hitter with a very, very simple short stroke.
DeRoche with a ground ball. It gets through. The Jayhawks have 2 on now in the bottom of the fourth.
And this is what they need to do. Get up there and swing. If it's a first pitch, hittable pitch, something you can drive, get up there and swing. You saw Lyric Moore lead the inning off swinging at the first pitch. Olivia Bruno singles up the middle, and then now Savannah DeRoche, first pitch, finds a hole. Boy, wouldn't it be good on senior day for catcher Shelby Gare to shoot a gap or do something to drive in a run here. Get something started for the Jayhawks. They're down 7.
There was a strikeout in the second inning. Looks at strike 1.
We've seen a lot of the Jayhawk hitters do that. You know you're not going to bunt. It's not a situation to bunt. You're not going to give an out. You can't afford to give up an out in the 4th inning down 7 runs. But just a matter of get the bat out there and get your shoulder turned in if your timing is good so you can see the pitch well.
Down low, 1-1, snap throw down to second base. Renzi was back.
Give you a little message right there from Lindsey Elam. You're going to get out that far? I'm going to just let you know I've got a good arm back here too.
Popped up behind home plate. Elam, Tony, the wind took that one from over our heads back into play, didn't it?
It sure did. As soon as she hit that, it looked like it was going to blow way back toward us. We've got that net here, but then as soon as she hit it, I thought, uh-oh, with the spin, because the ball naturally comes back toward home plate anyway. Even if there's no wind based on the spin, it goes up and to the sky and then back kind of down and away. It almost like a ball route wraps around a football standing on its end, but that wind gave it no chance to be foul. Tough break.
Heady play from the senior, though, behind the plate, not to give up on that one, knowing that it was going to come back. So tough break for the Jayhawks, so they have 2 down now. Madison Hirsch at the plate.
She's played some good third base today. Another senior you'd like to see come through on senior day.
Popped up. That one tried to blow back over the screen, but didn't quite make it.
It wasn't that far. That would have been on the concourse, because I saw people in the upper part in the back couple rows stand up like they were going to catch it, and it ended up bouncing in the first row right up against the net. So that wind, yeah, we see the flag, but it's a lot stronger than you think.
Nice block from Elam. Throw to third, not in time. The Jayhawks move up the base.
Renzi did a good job taking off. It would have been a close play with a good throw, but third baseman Jana Johns did a good job just to be able to get that. That ball almost sailed down the line into left field, and that would have put the Jayhawks on the board. Good athletic move to get up and get that. Good slide.
2-1 count now with 2 down. Swing and a miss from Hirsch. It's 2-2. Peyton Renzi at third. Savannah DeRoche at second base. They'll be going on contact. Popped up. Johns fights through the base runner. We go to the top of the 5th now. Grace Green will hit for Riley Boone. Looks at the ball from Savannah DeRoche. It's number 9 with the bench hitter here, and then the top of the order for Oklahoma. Piece of debris on the field, and Macy Omley making that play too. Savannah DeRoche on in relief of Katie Brooks. Grace Green hitting for Riley Boone outside, 2-0. Inside 3-0 now.
Grace Green, not a lot of playing time this year. Getting that rare at-bat opportunity, trying to make the most of it.
Four-pitch walk. Sooners have one aboard with nobody out. We'll have a pinch runner as well. Looks like Boone is going to come back into the game now to run. So now we're back to the top of the order. Jada Coleman, who's drawn a couple of walks and scored 2 runs. Certainly one of the best leadoff hitters in the country.
Olivia Bruno's playing very close at first base.
Strike called. Job description of leadoff hitter is number 1, get on base.
Get on base. See some pitches if it's the first inning, if possible.
Steal some bases.
Steal some bases, create havoc out there, play some good defense, center field.
Too high.
See Olivia Bruno almost right on top. She's even moving another step or 2 on the pitch. See, she knows something we don't.
Coleman was laying down the bunt. Oklahoma trying to get that 8th run across. Two strikes, so Bruno takes a couple of steps back. 1-2. Nobody down. Outside 2-2. Lifted to left field. Espy goes back, under it, makes the catch.
You notice the infielders also have those bands on, and when the coach is calling the pitch, Savannah DeRoche is looking down to see what pitch to throw. You see the infielders do it too, because they're going to know if it's an outside fastball, right side be ready, because if they try to pull it and hook it, it's probably going to be a ground ball. Left side be ready, because there might be some backspin. Right there you can see it was outside pitch and lifted deep to left field. It's not just a pitcher-catcher game when the coach is calling pitches. Got to know the tendencies of what a hitter's going to do. If they bunt, if they roll, if it's inside, outside, up, down, always moving and always going after a tendency of what a hitter could do.
Strike to Jocelyn Allo, who had a big home run in the 2nd inning. Put the Sooners up 3-0. They've added 4 in the 4th. Lead at 7-0. 1-1 pitch. Down low. 3-1.
Allo now up to .491 in the season.
Wow,
that's amazing. Against the competition in the Big 12 and around the country, hit .400 is incredible enough.
Inside, patient enough to draw the walk. Her 3rd of the game. Now it's 2 on for Tiare Jennings. 2 singles. Scored a run in the 4th. Home run on Friday night. Had a guess I was going to have a pinch runner come on. Rhea Coleman. In the run for Allo. The Jayhawks will talk it up. 2 on, 1 down here. Jennings, the number 3 hitter. Grace Lyons would be on deck, the number 4 hitter. Coleman at first. Riley Boone at second. And Jennings at the plate. O'Shea misses 1-0. Inside. Pasquer to the wall. So runners advance. O'Shea misses outside, 3-0 now. Inside. So bases are loaded after 3 walks. And it's Grace Lyons for Oklahoma.
Seen this happen a few times this game. I believe this is the 3rd time that there has been bases loaded with 1 out. Or even just the bases loaded 3 times in 5 innings. That's difficult to come back from.
O'Shea delivers. That one goes into right field. 1 run is in. Coleman stumbles coming around third and now has to fight to get back to the base. She's safe. Oklahoma gets the 8th run, but Coleman was heading home as well.
This would have been close to the plate. Grace Lyons again doing a good job. Just quick short stroke into right field for a single. Lyric Moore comes up firing, or that's not Lyric Moore actually. Looks like Angela
Price
out there. Makes a good throw in on the stumble.
That's Alyssa Brito. Hit by a pitch, scored a run in the 4th. Just 1 down. Strike called.
Tria Coleman did a good job getting back there because that was quite the stumble. Had Shelby Garrett known that she had stumbled, she was looking at the ball expecting there to be a play, so she didn't know. If she'd been able to get an idea of the runner stumbling, she might have had her third base, but Tria Coleman did a good job getting back.
Fouled away, 2-2.
It's a perfect example of why netting is a good thing. Down the foul lines here, protecting the fans. That ball was in the net in a hurry.
Hit hard into left field. 1 run is in. The Sooners will try to score 2, and they will. 2 RBIs for Alyssa Brito.
Another good hit, just a solid single. Oklahoma just focusing on hitting the ball hard. It's not always just about the home runs. They've done a lot of damage just by loading up the bases, getting runners on, and then getting big hits.
Taylon Snow, the first baseman, with a double in the 4th. Actually, maybe a triple. I'm not sure how they scored that, but a couple RBIs.
I believe they did score that a triple.
O'Shea starts her off with a strike. Still 1 down, 2 on. Anderson with a nice job to knock it down. It'll be bases loaded again for Oklahoma.
Boy, this is just one of those situations where the Jayhawks can't catch a break right now. This was a great pitch by Savannah DeRoche. Taylon Snow just kind of stuck her bat out and just punched it the other way. Ball just died and kept going away from her. Great job to knock it down. May have saved a run, maybe not, but regardless, another great defensive play by Ashlyn Anderson.
Jana Johns at the plate with bases loaded. Hit by a pitch twice.
This is what Oklahoma does to you. The fourth time now the bases are loaded. They just get people on, get a hit. Get people on, get a hit.
Hit hard but foul.
Working her batting gloves like a little Nomar Garciaparra-esque. Throwback name for you, Leaf.
There you go. Inside. 2-1.
Just the discipline on not even flinching at that changeup just shows you how locked in some of these hitters are. That's, of course, speaking from a guy who was not locked in on a changeup and who didn't have good discipline on those pitches.
Take it into left center field. This may clear the bases. 2 runs score. Patty Gasso holds the runner at third. It's a 2 RBI double for Jana Johns.
A good piece of hitting right there. This game is definitely and officially broken open now, 12-0 in the 5th. Ball looked right down the middle, and she put a good swing on it, stayed right down through it. Line drive, 1 hopper in the left center field gap, 2-run score. Still only 1 out.
And it's Lindsey Elam, the 9th batter to come to the plate here in the 5th. Just not much let up in this Oklahoma lineup, is there?
It's not. There's no breaks.
O'Shea misses inside, 2-0. That one's tagged and deep off the building. Lindsey Elam with a monster shot. And the Sooners have broken it open.
Lindsey Elam got a pitch that she could drive outer half, and wind or no wind, this was a no doubter, a line drive off the building. 3 RBI home run. Now 15-0, and again, this is what Oklahoma's been doing all year to a lot of teams, just bunching home runs.
So still just 1 out. Riley Boone back in the game as the number 9 hitter. We could hear the crowd just kind of explode when Elam got a hold of that one.
And as soon as that ball was hit, it wasn't a matter of if, but a matter of where.
It was back, now 1-2.
A little more than halfway up the building. You could hear it hit above the letters in the Jayhawk out there. But that wasn't some pop-up. I mean, she got all of it.
Two and two now.
This is tough for the Jayhawks. I've been on the side that Oklahoma's on where you're up, but it's never fun to be on the other side and get to a point where you're just playing for pride and Got to put that out of your mind, forget the scoreboard, and just play.
Base hit. The 11th batter in the inning now, Jada Coleman. We might have a pinch hitter here. Sophia Nugent has grabbed a bat.
It's good to see some of these players that don't normally get to play get some at bats and get some work. You know, it's interesting that you could be a second string or third string player on the #1 team in the nation. You could be a #1 starter on many other teams in the conference or in the country. But again, you play for Oklahoma and you're not one of the starters. It's going to be a rare time that you're going to see time on the field. And that's a sacrifice where you could go other places, but in Nugent's case, she's just a freshman, so she's just biding her time and getting some work in and understands her role with this team.
Out of Seal Beach, California. Into right center field. Jayhawks give chase, but it's off the wall. A run is going to score, and Nugent makes the most of her opportunity with an RBI double.
As much as you see the lopsided score and it's tough for the Jayhawks, you do want to see something good happen to those players that don't get to play every day. And freshman Sophia Nugent coming through after sitting the first couple games, not having a lot of at-bats in the season. It's an RBI double. You smoked that. You see she took some good turns around the bases, running hard.
And Akora will come in to run. So Jocelyn Allo back to the plate. 3 walks and a 2-run homer.
Looking down at my book leaf, except for the leadoff hitter of the inning, which was Jada Coleman. Since Jocelyn Allo, every runner has scored. That ball slipped out of Savannah DeRoche's hand, popped straight down.
Much chillier today than on Friday. One pitch down to Allo. Down low.
And you can bet here, Jocelyn Allo's not giving this at bat away. You're up 16-0 in the 5th. You're still having at bat. You're still working hard, still playing your game. Oof. That'll wake you up into the Jayhawk dugout.
Stay loose.
She wouldn't have hit that. That ball might have hit her.
Two now. Foul ball. What do you like about her hitting approach?
It's simple. It's not just, she's not swinging straight up every single time. It's not massive amounts of foul balls. She works the count. She's a disciplined hitter. And when she does connect, she does have power. She does have a good swing, but she's aware of the zone. She's not trying to hit home runs. She's just strong and hits the ball hard and gets natural lift on the ball.
Inside, and she draws her 4th walk of the day.
It's a good day at the plate. 1 for 1 with a home run and 4 walks.
Tiare Jennings Was a couple of hits, scored a couple of runs. I think Olivia Bruno is going to take over in the circle now.
And letting things fall where they may. And then most likely, again, game's not over, but at a 16-0, most likely they continue to win this game. They'll be 44-1, leading the NCAA in at least 5 offensive categories. Ton of players hitting over 300. A lot of players hitting over 400. One in Jocelyn Allo, almost 500. Crushing home runs per game. Bunch of players in double figures in home runs. It's very disciplined, just focusing on the simplicity of contact.
Inside to Jennings, 2-1 now.
Notice their hitters are never off balance, whether they hit a fair ball, foul ball, or swing and miss.
That one deep to right center field. Look out, Wall. Jennings with her second home run of the series.
Well, Leaf, we were talking about, kind of half kidding about a ball going on the roof, and I'll tell you what, that one almost did. She got a pitch up in the zone. She put a good swing, head down, thinking through the middle. That ball almost worked itself to the top of the building,
wow.
The upper area of the tallest part of the facility in right center. Still only one out.
13th batter in this inning. Ground ball, fouled. Grace Lyons. 3 hits, 2 runs scored. Driven in a couple.
Now, this is always fun for one side that's scoring the runs, but for the other side, it's really tough to keep your mental strength and focus here. So you really got to dig in and get something out of this last little bit of the game here. Make a great play. Put your heart out there. You're still getting after it. Not letting your mind wander. Whatever you got left, you keep fighting till the end. Take pride in what you do.
From Bruno, 3-1. In the air, Omley chasing it. Comes in and makes a play, 2 down.
Collective sigh of relief right there for the Jayhawks, finally recording that second out after 12 runs had scored.
11 batters between outs. Sabrito now. Scored twice. 2 hits. Takes a strike from Bruno. Strike called. 1-2.
At this stage of the game, when you're up 19 runs in the 5th inning, better stretch your zone out if you're a hitter a little bit. You might find the Jayhawk pitchers getting a little bit of extra inch or two on the outside or inside corners.
Great pitch from Bruno. Gets the strikeout. Tiare Jennings with a monster shot, 3-run homer, her second of the series. Part of an explosion for Oklahoma there in the 5th. Now they'll send Cole May into the circle to finish things up. Cheyenne Hornbuckle up first for Kansas. Short left field. Lyons calls everybody off, and there's one down.
Nicole May coming into the game with a 19-run lead. Just happens to be 11-0 with an 0.90 earned run average, so it's not like you're getting a break in the circle here who you're having to face.
Macy Omley, one of the 3 Kansas seniors honored today. Great career, has represented this team so well in her school. Drive back, 1-1. Nice changeup from May, 1-2.
Tough pitch to stay back on.
Swing and a miss. This is not the biggest offensive output for Oklahoma of the year. They scored 20 runs against Iowa back on March 20th. 21 runs against Texas Tech just a couple weeks ago. Shane Espy swings and misses.
Nicole May's got that changeup working.
Strike called. 0-2. Espy holds back. 1-2.
Collective groan from the Oklahoma faithful here.
Oklahoma travels well. A lot of KU fans, a lot of blue in the stands. A lot of crimson as well. 1-2 pitch. Espy fights it off. They are the stars. You'll see the young players gathered around the bus after the game, waiting for the players to come out. Cheers when Oklahoma finishes their warm-up, coming in the dugout. Lifted into short right, diving catch. Well done. Riley Boone wraps it up. With a great play in right field, and Oklahoma wins it 19-0 to improve to 44-1. Congratulations to the 3 Kansas seniors, Cheyenne Hornbuckle, Macy Omley, Shelby Gayer. They are honored today. Big thank you to our Rock Chalk video crew, led by our producer-director Curtis Lorenz. Les Norman, always appreciate your insight and expertise. We will see Oklahoma and Kansas again in front of a sellout crowd Sunday afternoon at noon. For the first pitch, we'll have it for you right here on ESPN Plus. Oklahoma wins it 19-0. For everyone here in Lawrence, I'm Lee Fleisig saying good afternoon.